Your world with 20/20 vision. Tonight, scenes from a murder, a family gunned down, a sack full of clues from the bottom of a lake pointing to an unlikely killer.
You really wanted them dead.
Yeah.
A son who says his childhood was ideal.
So what went wrong, Bart?
Can we stop for a second? That's...
Flesh and blood.
Bart, do you feel like you have a conscience?
Yeah, absolutely. That whole plot, it was always, I hesitate to use the word game because people love to take what I say and twist it, but it was sort of like a game of chicken between me and the other guys. Who flinches?
Did you feel any guilt? Did you feel any shame?
I wasn't feeling much of anything, but yeah, it was there. It was just on a level that I wasn't paying any attention to.
He seems singularly without remorse and without even the beginnings of remorse.
A classic sociopath, says psychiatrist Dr. Edward Hallowell of the Hallowell Centers in New York and Boston.
When he says he feels remorse and he feels guilt and he feels shame, you don't buy it.
I don't. I was struck in the interview that he showed almost no emotion. It was almost like he was mouthing the words. It was chilling. I was just blown away. Here's this young man who's done about the worst thing a person can do, and it's as if he's talking about the weather.
That observation is confirmed in the confession of getaway driver Steve Champagne.
Did you ever see any signs of remorse in Bart?
No.
And it gets worse. Champagne says Bart also talked about wanting to finish the job and kill his father.
What if the diagnosis is you are a sociopath?
Well, then I am what I am.
In Bart, Dr. Hallowell also sees a narcissistic personality.
It's an extremely dangerous combination. Extremely dangerous. Because you have no guide. You have no internal brakes. And you have this tremendous feeling of emptiness, so you want stimulation. You want to somehow feel alive. And the normal things that make people feel alive, love, attachment, bonding, that's all gone. I mean, having these fantasies of murdering your family, I mean, well, he had to go to that length to feel alive.
Finally, in September 2005, the climax in a long string of unsolicited witnesses, hard police work, and some good luck comes in the form of a phone call. It's the real Rudy Rios, and he has the final answer to Sergeant Slott's last big question. Where is Bart?
So I know where he's at because it's my family that's taking care of him.
A busboy at a country club near Bart's home, Rudy Rios tells the police he sold his identity to Bart and helped him escape to Mexico for a couple of $1,000s. Now he's prepared to sell out his friend for a $10,000 reward from the police.
But if there's a reward, I don't care. I'd turn his head in.
I'm thinking this is the break we need. When Rudy Rios gave me this information and it seemed to check out, I was ecstatic.
Bart Whitaker is arrested in Mexico without incident, having harmed no one during his time as a fugitive. And on the road back to Sugarland, Sergeant Slott has only one unanswered question for his prisoner.
The only thing I really want to know at this point is, how did you get all of these people to do such horrible things for you? And Bart responded to me that it was easy. All he had to do was give them what they wanted.
What was y'all's benefit for doing this?
Like I said, Bart said his family was worth a lot of money. He said he would give us millions of dollars.
That was motivation for them. It was never about that for me. I didn't care about money. I had plenty of it.
He talked them into it, so he had this amazing ability to inspire, persuade, cajole, to do something absolutely not in their self-interest. I mean, to do something crazy.
You planned to have your family killed not once, right?
I believe there were 3 separate occasions.
You really wanted them dead.
Yeah.
You even got caught once, right? And you still went
Sort of,
through
yeah.
with it. But why, Bart? I mean, this is the question that everybody wants to know. Why?
The 15-second soundbite answer is I wanted revenge for being alive, and I blame them for that. I blame them for who I was, instead of blaming me.